Pokemon Horizons so far has been very Scarlet heavy. The Academy is Naranja, we've seen Screamtail, Sandy Shocks, and Gouging Fire, and we haven't really gotten anything on the Violet side of things. However, as per the new theme song visuals, we are going to be getting both Koraidon and Miraidon, which means that something has to happen for the Violet paradoxes to start showing up. Given how Scarlet heavy everything's been, I assume that means that Professor Sada is dead, because that's how the Scarlet games go. It's hard to tell. Arven has had one cameo and nothing else. I imagine that he's going to become more prevalent. And I assume that since we are getting the Violet paradoxes, Turo has to become relevant at some point. In the games, you can find the journals of the professors throughout the different labs in Area Zero, and one of those notebooks does say that the other professor walked out. Assuming that it being so Scarlet heavy is proof that we are in a Scarlet adjacent timeline, Turo is still alive and he just walked out. So then where has he been this whole time, and how does this tie into the latest episode, which had nothing to do with Scarlet or Violet, but instead was basically a promo episode for Pokemon Unite? Maybe after leaving, Turo actually went and joined the EOS Research Institute. Effectively, it's just a vibes thing that spawned this theory, because he has the aesthetic that fits ARI. Kind of like Forest and Irby, he has a very similar design aesthetic. I thought it would be interesting if the inclusion of Unite was how they introduced Turo. However, the episode didn't really give us anything into the Institute itself. It just gave us a match of Unite between the Rising Volt Tacklers and, what was it? Sparkling Ocean, something like that? As such, it wasn't really proven correct or false that Turo is there, so for as long as that stays that way, I'm going to theorize / headcanon that Turo is working there. It seems like it would be really weird to introduce it and then it not come up again. They don't really do that. Usually if something is introduced, it's gonna come up again later in some capacity. And so I think whenever Turo does finally show up, there's probably gonna be some tension between him and Arven. He's probably gonna end up finding his way back down to Area Zero and altering the time machine so that it pulls from the future timeline and brings in the Violet paradoxes like Miraidon.